Hello everyone. Now we are going to start with 6th unit, that is risk management. So before going to start with actual project risk management, we are going to see first what is the importance of risk management. So basically project risk management is the art and science of identifying, analyzing and responding to risk throughout the life of a project and in the best interest of meeting project objectives. That means first importance of risk management is to meet project objectives, as it is a art and science of identifying, analyzing and responding to risk throughout the life cycle of a project, that we have seen already in first unit. What is the project life cycle? Then second thing is risk management can often result in significant improvements in the ultimate success of the projects. Then risk management can have a positive impact on selecting projects, determining their scope and developing realistic schedules and cost estimates. So by with the help of this aspect, it project stakeholders understand the nature of the project, which involves team members in defining strengths and weaknesses and helps to integrate the other project management knowledge area. As we have seen in first unit, what are the different project management knowledge areas, like project integration management, project cost management, time management, scope management, etc. Likewise, this risk management also helps to integrate the other project management knowledge areas, where stakeholder plays an important role in this risk management, who will understand the nature of the project, and that stakeholders involves team members of projects to find out the strengths and weaknesses of the project. So next thing is what is risk. So before going to start with actual project risk management, we are going to see the basic term of risk. So by the basic dictionary, it is termed as the possibility of loss or injury. What is that? A basic dictionary definition of risk states that it is the possibility of loss or injury. So this definition highlights the negativity often associated with the risk. There are another definitions which gives positive impacts or positive opportunities for the risk. So it includes project risk management involves understanding potential problems that might occur on project and how they might impede project success, where positive risk opportunity states that they can result in good outcomes for a project. As we are going to plan for that risk management, we are easily get to know about what are the risks will be there while doing the particular project. So if we are aware of what are the risks will be occurred, so we can take care of that risk to be involved in particular project, and we will find out the solutions for that particular risk if arises. Therefore the risk is an uncertainty that can have a negative or positive effect on meeting project objectives. So managing negative risk involves number of possible actions that project managers can take to avoid, lessen, change or accept the potential effects of risks on their particular projects, where positive risk management is like investing in opportunities. So it is important to note that the risk management is an investment where costs are associated with it. So the investment that an organization is willing to make in risk management activities is totally depend on the nature of the project and the experience of the project team. So here they have mentioned that risk management is nothing but an investment into a particular project where costs are associated with it. So that investment is the that an investment is willing to make a risk management activities, which will totally depend on the nature of the project and contribution of project team in particular project development. So there is definition of risk management. So it is the process involved with identifying, analyzing and responding to the risks, where it includes maximizing the results of positive risk and minimizing the consequences of negative events. As I have told in the definition of risk, it is an uncertainty that can have both negative or positive effect on meeting project objective. So the risk management definition states that it includes maximizing the results of positive risk and minimizing the consequences of negative events. So here what that project team is going to do, they are going to, or they are trying to minimizes the consequences of negative events include to be included in particular project, and they have to maximize the results of positive risk. So at last the risk management will be done successfully. Then next part is, there are various key terms that are involved in risk management. So there are 4 to 5 key terms they have mentioned in this project management unit. First is risk tolerance, risk averse. Then there are two different terms, that is known and unknown risk, and what are the factors for the risk management. So first thing is risk tolerance. So it is the amount of acceptable risk. That means risk tolerance is the maximum acceptable deviation an entity is willing to accept on the project or business objectives as the potential impact. So the project may be accepted if the risks are within tolerances and are in balance with rewards that may be gained by taking risk. That means risk tolerance is nothing but the amount of acceptable risk. That means that project may be accepted if the risks are within tolerances and are in balance. Then second thing is risk averse. So it is the utility rises at a decreasing rate. So in short, risk averse means someone that does not want to take the risk. Then that another term is known and unknown risk. So the goal of project risk management can be viewed as minimizing potential negative risk while maximizing the potential positive risk. As we have seen in this definition, it includes risk management includes maximizing the results of positive risk and minimizing the consequences of negative events. So the main goal of project risk management can be viewed as minimizing the potential negative risk and maximizing the potential positive risk. So the term known risks is sometimes used to describe risk that the project team has identified and analyzed. That means while going for risk management planning, that project team have to mention various find outs for the risk that may arises in particular project while they are going to develop it. So these are called as the known risk. And another term is unknown risk. That is what the risk that have not been identified and managed proactively. Unknown risks are that have not been identified and analyzed and cannot be managed. So good project managers know it is good practice to take the time to identify and manage project risk. So here project manager plays an important role to guide their particular project team to identify the risk time to time. Then Another thing is risk factors. So they have mentioned some risk factors to be considered while going for risk management activities. That is probability of occurrence. That means the probability of risk occur in that particular project. So here they have to analyze or identify what is the consequences or what is the probability of that particular risk to be occurred in the particular project. Then range of possible outcome. So if even if that risk is occurred in particular project, so what will be the range of possible outcomes, because here we have to maximize the possible events in particular risk management activities. And then expected timing of event and anticipated frequency of risk events from the particular source that we have to analyze. So while going for risk management, you have to consider these four factors for doing risk management plan. Then we are going to see how do we manage risk. As we have seen in previous units, that is for first unit was our introductory part, then in second, third, that is project integration management, project time, cost and scope management. We have seen various key management areas in first unit. There are totally 10 key management areas, and we have seen one by one in the first unit. So each and every project management area has its own set of processes. So here also project risk management have 6 main processes. So first process is planning risk management, second one is identify risk, then perform qualitative risk analysis, then fourth one is perform quantitative risk analysis, fifth one is planning risk responses, and last one is monitor and control the risk. So these are the 6 main processes. So we are going to see that 6 processes in brief. So first is planning risk management. So it involves, as the name suggests, it is planning for risk management. So it involves deciding how to approach and plan risk management activities for the project. So by reviewing the project management plan, project charter, stakeholder register, enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets, project teams can discuss and analyze the risk management activities for their particular projects, and they can easily plan for it. So the input for this planning risk managements are, as I have told, that is first is project management plan, then project charter, then stakeholder register, then enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets. So the main output of this process should be risk management plan, or we can say a particular risk management plan. Then second process is identifying risk. So this identifying risk involves determining which risks are likely to affect a project and documenting the characteristics of each. That means the project team have to identify the risk which will come while doing particular projects. So these risks can be listed out and categorized how they are affect to a particular project, and for that we have to create one documentation to elaborate each and every characteristic of each and every risk. So the main output of this process is the start of risk register. That risk register we will see in next topics in this unit. Then third process is perform qualitative risk analysis. So it involves prioritizing risk based on their probability and impact of occurrence. That means it is performing qualitative risk analysis. So we have to maintain the quality of particular project. So while going through this performing qualitative risk analysis process, it involves first the prioritizing risk based on their probability. That means you have to prioritize that particular risk and their probability in terms with how they will occur in particular project, and what are the impact from their occurrence in particular project. So after identifying this risk, project teams can use various tools and techniques to rank the risks and update information in the risk register. So for that, that project team can use risk register to input the characteristics of each and every risk, and also they can use risk breakdown structure to analyze the occurrences of the risk, and they can use various tools to give them ranks or to documentize that particular risk priority wise. So the main output of this third process is project document updates. When you find out the risk, then you are going to add the changes into the project documents. Fourth process is performing quantitative risk analysis. So it involves numerically estimating the effects of risk on project objectives. The third process was different from this fourth process. So this performing quantitative risk analysis, it involves the numerically estimating the effects of risks on projects. So this point we will also see in next topics of this unit. So the main output of this process are project document updates. Then fifth process is planning risk responses. So it involves taking steps to enhance opportunities and reduce the threats to meeting project objectives. So this is nothing but the planning risk responses. That means it is step to enhance the opportunities and reduce threats to meeting the project objectives. That means what are the risk responses which are involved while you are, or which findings you get from the risk analysis. So you are going to steps out that opportunities, and you can easily reduce the threats to meeting the project objectives. So using outputs from the preceding risk management process, that means up till now we have seen three processes, that is planning risk management, identify risk, perform qualitative and quantitative risk analysis. So by taking outputs from these four processes, planning risk responses makes strategies that often results in updates to project management plan and other project documents. That means for this fifth process, the input is planning risk management, identify risk, performing qualitative and quantitative risk analysis, and the output of this particular process is to updates to the project management plan and other project documents. Then sixth and last process is monitor and control the risk. So controlling the risk involves monitoring identified and residual risk. That means identifying the new risks, carrying out the risk response plans, and evaluating the effectiveness of risk strategies life of project. What all about what we have seen up till is what is the importance of risk management, what is the risk, then what is risk management, what are the key terms of risk management, what are the risk factors, and we have seen how to manage a risk by using 6 risk management processes. So in the next lecture we are going to see what is planning, risk management. Then what are the common sources of risks on IT projects and what is the risk breakdown structure. Thank you.